Alright, surface area of pyramids and cones. So this is very, very similar to the previous lesson. There's one major difference here. So when we talk about it again, we're going to talk about the formulas. So we have two different formulas. First of all, let's do lateral area of a pyramid. So lateral area, it's 1/2 P times L. Now P is still perimeter, what we did in the previous lesson. But L here stands for what's known as slant height. Now just think about the term itself, slant height. Pyramids are slanted because they come to a point, a vertex. So the slant height is the height of that slanted face, okay? Then we have surface area. The difference in surface area is it's the lateral area. So again, what we get up here, very similar to the previous lesson, plus 1 big B. That's the area of one base. Why? Because it only has a single base. So it's the area of the base figure. So again, the base figure can be a lot of different things. With the cone, again, the only thing that changes, everything's a circle, but it's the same basic principle. So we're going to work these problems out, and hopefully these will make sense to you. Okay, so let's start with number 1. It says find lateral area and surface area, round your answers to the nearest tenth if necessary. Okay, so let's do lateral area first. Lateral area is 1/2 P times L. Now, where does the 1/2 come from? I should have said this when I was doing the formula, but 1/2 comes because since it's a pyramid, all the sides are cones, or all the faces are cones, listen to me, triangles on the side, sorry. I don't know what's going on with me. But these are all triangles. So the lateral faces, the faces around the side of it, are all triangles. Remember, the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So that's where that comes from. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So we get 1/2. Now, perimeter. That's the distance around the base of the figure. So this is 7, this is 7, and that one's 7. So that would be 3 times 7 times the slant height. Now the slant height is the height of the slanted face, which is this right here. And it's height because it makes that right angle, and that is 11.2. So I type all that in on the calculator, and I get 20.7. So lateral area is 20.7 miles squared. Then surface area is the lateral area, so that number right there, plus the area of the base. Well, what's the base figure? The base figure is a triangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to erase this. And what I need then is the triangle at the bottom. So what I'm looking at is this triangle right here. Well, there's the right angle here. So this is the height of that triangle, and this is the base of that triangle. So surface area would be 20.7 plus 1/2 base of the triangle times height of the triangle. So again, I'm just going to type all that in on the calculator, 20.7 plus 1/2 times 7 times 6.1. When I do that, I get 42.1 miles squared. Okay, so now that we've kind of done one, hopefully these will go pretty fast for you. Lateral area here, 1/2 perimeter. Okay, so that's the base figure, the perimeter of the base figure. Those are all 2 because that's a square. So that would be 2 times, 4, because it's got 4 sides, sorry, times the slant height, which is that right there. It's the slanted height of the figure, which is 2.2. So I'll type all that in on the calculator. 0.5 times 2 0.5 times 2 times 4 times 2.2, and that gives me 8.8. And then surface area is the 8.8 plus the area of the base. Well, the base is that square, so the area of the square is base times height. So I do that, so I got 8.8 plus 2 times 2 is 4, and that gives me 12.8. And remember, you want to put your units feet squared, feet squared. Okay. What about this one? Okay, where's our slant height? Our slant height, and this is a misprint, so let me correct this on your notes. So we do this. This should be not 0.2, that should be 0.4 like the other one. So that's a misprint there. Sorry about that. But both of those are slant heights. They're both on the side of the face and make right angles here. Okay, so lateral area is 1/2. Perimeter would be those added on the rectangle down here. So remember, this is going to be 3 and that would be 4, just like that one. So I'm just going to add that up in my head. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11, plus another 3 would be 14. So that's your perimeter times your slant height, which is 5.4. So again, we do that on a calculator. 0.5 times 14 times 5.4. You get 37.8 centimeters squared. Then surface area is going to be the 37.8 plus the area of the base figure, which is the rectangle, which is 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. So I'm just skipping a few steps here. Try to speed things up a little bit. So that's 49.8 centimeters squared, because hopefully this is making sense now. All right. Let's do another one here. Slant height is right here. It's on the face, slanted. So that's our little L. Our perimeter, if we look right here, this is a regular polygon. You see little hash marks in here, which means all these sides are the same. And one side's 8, so perimeter would be 8 times, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So perimeter would be 40. So lateral area would be 1/2 P times L. So 0.5 times 20 times 2.6. That's 212 meters squared. Surface area is the 212 plus now the area of the base figure. So I'm going to try to help you out here a little bit. So remember, the base figure here is a regular polygon. So I'm going to get rid of some stuff here to try to make this a little more visual. Something that maybe you can see a little bit better. Need a little bit of that here. Okay. Now, I know that's still not great, but there's our base figure. So, again, we said this is a regular polygon. All these are the same. So, in a regular polygon, remember the area of the base figure was 1/2 perimeter times apothem. This is our apothem. Our perimeter is the same perimeter that we got right here. So in this case, it's 212 plus 1/2 times 40 times 5.5. So I'm going to do that. That gives me 322. So a little more complex just because of the base figure, but still something that we've done already. Okay, here's another one, same type of thing. What's our slant height? Our slant height is this one right here coming down, which is 13.1. So there's our L. our perimeter. Count the sides. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So it'd be 6 times 6. So our perimeter here is 36. So lateral area is 1/2 perimeter times slant height. So I'm going to do that. That gives me 235.8 miles squared. Sorry about that. That was the morning bell. Okay, surface area. So I take the 235.8 plus 1/2 PA, because the base figure is a regular polygon. Right here's our A, that's our apothem. So that's going to be 235.8 plus 1/2. Perimeter again is 36. Apothem's 5.2. So I'm going to type all that in. And that gives me 329.4 miles squared. Alright, last one, the cone. Only difference in a cone, it's a circle. Lateral area is still 1/2 PL, but remember, perimeter in a circle is circumference, so it's 1/2 2 pi r times L. So the 1/2 and the 2's cancel. So the technical formula is this, but you don't have to remember that if you can remember basic concepts. Here's our L, and here's our R. So I'm just going to plug those in. Pi times 6 times 13.4. So use the pi button on your calculator. That's 252.6 yards squared. Okay, then surface area, we take the 252.6, and then we're going to add the area of the base. Well, the base is a circle, so area of a circle is pi r squared. R we already said was 6. So now I'm just going to type all that in. Plus, and that gives me 365.7. So hopefully not too bad, especially after we've done the previous lesson. Hopefully this made sense to you.